What is the difference between different cloud service types? There are three types of cloud service types: software as a service, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. To find the differences between these service types, we have to compare with each of them what kind of options they give, what are the responsibilities, what are the responsibilities are held by cloud providers, what are the responsibility customers like us are responsible. So we're gonna list responsibilities, and this responsibility is shared by customer or cloud vendor. If it is shared by customer, we're gonna use the check mark. If it is vendor is going to take, we're gonna use the cross. And if it is a shared responsibility between cloud vendor and the customer, we are going to use cross. So when you set up a IT department, you need databases. Databases are used to store the database. It could be relational database, it could be flat file, it could be big databases, it could be SQL Server, Oracle, or big data. Then we need networks. Networks we need to make sure that our application can connect to these databases, to different servers and other server resources. Of course, we need the servers where these databases will be hosted, and we can use network to connect these servers to these databases with the applications. And we need the operating system. Servers need operating system to run, to get the job done, to run the network services, to run the databases services. Operating system can be Windows or Linux. So Linux has become very popular because it's free. You can add servers with free operating system. At the same time, Windows gives you a lot of things out of the box. You don't have to worry. Microsoft will take care of everything. And so those most of the people are using those two operating systems. Then we need network controls. Who is a person who can access which server, which databases. So we need network controls to provide access to different people with different resources. After network controls, of course, there are applications. Applications like Windows Office 365, which may have Word, Excel, or application can be some financial software or HR related software. We need Active Directory. Active Directory is to validate the users. So when users are going to use some application, we need to authenticate. For that, we use Active Directory to authenticate that if you say Vikas, you are really Vikas. We need user accounts or logins. So everybody who's accessing website need logins so that we can authenticate and authorize. And of course, people would need devices like laptop to access these applications over the internet, tablets, mobiles, and of course then there's information and data. If I'm running a financial organization, there's data about customers, their financial information, financial statements. So who's going to provide all those things? So these are the different responsibilities, and so let's start on the premise. In on premise, we set IT in our department, so we have to take care of all this: set up databases, networks, servers, operating system, logins, devices, information, and data. On premises gives us maximum control, but the problem is with the scalability. It's very difficult to scale them, as either you have to scale to the maximum. There may be period like in December where your traffic is too much. Either you have to build some redundant hardware on your premises, uh, or you could miss all those transactions. So infrastructure as a service is where you outsource databases, networks, and servers to cloud providers, and you take care of everything. It's just like you are not keeping your hardware servers on your premises. you are giving it to cloud vendors. You are responsible for installing the operating system. You are responsible to upgrade your operating system. You are responsible to set up the authentication, authorization. Only thing you are getting is just the hardware. Whereas platform as a service is a cross between software as a service and infrastructure as a service. Of course, you are going. Cloud providers are taking care of databases, network, servers for you. Also, they're going to take care of operating system, upgrade to operating system. Whereas networks, application, Active Directory is shared. Of course, logins and devices, information, data, customer is responsible. Platform as a service is good option when you are using some frameworks to develop your own applications. Let's come to software as a service. In software as a service, you just use one application over the browser. You are not worried about databases, network, servers, operating systems, upgrading them, network controls, applications you are using third party. You are not worried about active directories. So of course you have to manage the logins, provide the logins who can use this application. If it is HR related, only HR. You are responsible for the devices. You are responsible for information and data. So software as a service, you are just using a software. You don't care about the hardware, all the logistics, what it takes to run the software. You are outsourcing. So this kind of software as a service is good when you are using HR related applications or productivity applications or messaging, calendar. So most of the time you are using that software as a service. So let's compare each platform and see what are the responsibilities which are always with the customer. What are the responsibilities in cloud service type you are outsourcing the clouds. And so information, data, devices, giving laptops, creating logins is always customer responsibility. You have to make sure that people have the logins they can access. And whereas if with all three service types, servers, network, databases is taken care by vendor, whether it's a software as a service, platform as a service, or infrastructure as a service. So we are not very worried about hardware. Whereas when it comes to operating system, network controls, applications, and Active Directory, it depends upon what kind of platform service type contract we are signing. So if we are doing software as a service, everything is vendor's responsibility. If platform as a service, then it is a shared responsibility. And infrastructure as a service is our customer's responsibility. So friends, today we discussed what are the different cloud service types, what are the differences between them, which gives more control, more flexibility. So if you like the video, watch my other videos in Azure fundamentals. Also like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel for your regular updates. Connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter, especially LinkedIn if you like small summaries of the video. I will be posting a lot of small summaries of the video on LinkedIn. Thanks again.